welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
There below is Barkley. And with
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the 5 roaming the paint. And looking at the Nets, we've got Irving. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Harris. And it's Harden in at the point. Now, here's Collins. There's the pass to Bogdanovich. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. We got a lot of talent in the front court tonight between these two teams, Doris. That's where a lot of the focus for us will be.
We will have an opportunity to see offense being run through the low post. So the interior defense is going to have to be strong. Will you send an extra defender? Where will that defender come from? There's a lot to play out here tonight, Kevin.
Here's Young. James Harden picking up that last basket. Outside, Bogdanovich. And Harden comes to help. Kicks it out to Collins. Clock at 4. Young, no good. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. The Nets working the ball around now. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Well, Kevin Durant goes right up with it. Doesn't give the defense a chance to react.
Young taking his time here. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury. Never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
He hits the second from the line. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young. And Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And Young kicks to Hunter. Inside, here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Pass to Harris. Harden dishes to KD. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Durant's got 6.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Young against Irving. And it's Harris with the ball for the Nets. 3-point lead. Puts up a 3. KD again from deep. 9 points in the game so far.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Young. The shot will not fall. Nice D from Durant.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
The Hawks trail by 6. Hunter, the pass to Capella. Down low, here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
Bogdanovich against Irving. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Outside Collins. Shoots over KD. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Brooklyn leading by 6. KD's shot is good.
Those jumpers, they might as well be layups with Kevin Durant. That's his comfort zone.
Hawks have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Young outside. The feed to Collins. Stolen by Durant. Jordan with it. And guarded by Capella. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, DeAndre Jordan's a problem because if he gets that close, you know the defense has to commit to him.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
Here's Dinwiddie following the score by Lou Williams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
Yeah, easy call.
The Nets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Nets. Now Williams. The shot from the low post is good.
This guy is as good a shot maker as anyone in the league. Lou Williams doing work.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Atlanta. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. And it's Williams at the point. Pass to Okongwu to the middle. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Boy, this guy has a knack for converting in the and-one situations. Lou Williams, sweet Lou.
Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
But Danilo Gallinari, obviously much more known as a scorer, but how about the court vision there?
Dinwiddie against Williams. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Gallinari on the wing. Goes back up. Here's Reddish. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Hawks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris comes in for Jeff Green. Irving's checked in for Bruce Brown. And James Harden has subbed in for Dinwiddie.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now here's Harden. Tight defense on him. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nets lead by 5.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination so impressive.
Gallinari attacking, and there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. And Trae Young subbed in for Kevin Herter.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities. Young
passes to Capella. Young drives in, lays it up and banks it in. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate them.
Oh!
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Young against Irving. Lob pass to Capella. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops.
Irving against Capella. Irving, good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Young passes to Capella. Back to Young. Here's the teardrop. It's good on the putback.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Bogdanovich is checked in for Reddish. Dinwiddie outside. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Young inside. Dinwiddie covering. Young's shot is off.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Brown kicks to Griffin. Nets passing it around. Claxton the pass to Griffin. 5 to shoot. Good work defensively by Capella.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
You know, you see Young's eyes light up when the break is on. Solid at scoring in transition. I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Green dishes to Griffin. Back to Green. Pass to Claxton. Green. And oh, he hits the buzzer. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 13 points and 1. And
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it. Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right. One of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
The cleverness, the fearlessness. Kyrie Irving outstanding at finding spots inside to capitalize from.
And the pass to Capella. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. Takes the three. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Gallinari comes in for Collins. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young. Williams gets the bucket.
I love the offensive execution on that possession.
Nets leading by 4. Harden with it. He's got 6. Durant at the tip. And staying with the play, Irving. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Back to Williams. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Irving with the ball. Williams picks him up. Pass to Harris. Wide open look. Outside Irving. The 17-footer. Durant. Rebound Atlanta. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Huerter. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Brown is checked in for Irving. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Reddish is checked in.
You simply must guard Joe Harris when he's beyond that three-point territory. He will knock down shots if you don't contest.
Back to Huerter. Fires from 14. And no good that time.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Here's Dinwiddie. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And now a 6-point Nets lead.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Williams finds Gallinari. Good on the shot. Gallinari's got his second bucket.
It's a guessing game if you're defending Gallinari in the pick and roll. My goodness, is he good with the ball in his hands.
Pass to Claxton. Back to Brown. Passes it to Claxton. Shot from 6. And he overshot that one, missing.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Reddish. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And now just a 2-point Nets lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And the foul on Cam Reddish. That is his first foul of the game. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. Irving's checked in for Bruce Brown. And it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie. And then for Atlanta, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. And Tony Snell subbed in for Lou Williams. Feeds to Reddish. No good. That would have tied it. The Nets have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. The Hawks have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. For the tie, here's Capella. He nails it, and we're tied up. Capella's got 7 points in the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Durant. Here's Harris. The kick out to Irving. And no good on the last second attempt this time. At the end of the third, the score is all even. Both teams absolutely. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Tony Snell is out there with Collins. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Young in at the one spot. Kevin Durant with the rebound. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And the jam by Harden.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Young passes to Snell. Outside Collins. Dishes it to Young. Tips it, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
And the jam by Harden.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Joe Harris. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. Brownie's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Atlanta. Just 4 to shoot. Shots good from Young.
You know, showing he's able to finish on the drive, I really enjoy watching Young take that initiative and capitalize.
Dinwiddie outside. Green kicks to Dinwiddie. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And here's Young. The dish now to Capella. Young against Dinwiddie. And finished off by Collins.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Back to Griffin. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Brown drives in. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Brown. Griffin's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, and if you're looking for a pick-and-roll finisher, Griffin's your man. Converts at an excellent rate off this play.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Bogdanovich, and stolen by Jordan. KD passes to Jordan. Durant dishes to Irving. Back to Durant. The tray. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Collins. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And pressure doesn't get to Collins. Baskets like that prove how locked in he is.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Outside for Durant. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
Kevin Durant firmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
Young outside. And that one drops. Young's got the lead up to 2 now for Atlanta.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Here's Durant, and KD throws it down.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or 2.
Hunter dishes to Collins. 6 to shoot. They get it back. Kicks to Hunter. Shoots over KD. Hunter no good. This possession gives them a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, they don't want to let this one slip away.
And the shot goes down.
and you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
It's in! A huge shot to tie it up.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
Durant down low. Working on Collins. KD's shot is off. Got a piece of it. Irving with the ball. Guarded by Hunter. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Irving passes to Harris. KD dishes to Jordan. KD's shot is off. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Hawks. Here's Collins. Yes!
A big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Welcome to Philadelphia, the birth. And David Alt.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
It does indeed. Thanks, David. So the Nets starting 5. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Green. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. And for Philadelphia, Matisse Thybulle's out there with Simmons. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Scott in at the 4. Now here is Harris. Passes it to Embiid. And here is Simmons. Pass to Thybulle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. Harden grabs the miss. And here are the Nets. Irving drives in. And Harris wide open. He shoots off target with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Thybulle. No good on the triple. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Irving. Out to Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Back to Green. Here's Irving. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Now here is Harris. Embiid, the pass to Thybulle. Embiid against Green. Baseline jumper. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Irving double team. Harris outside. From outside, off the mark.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
Offline with his 3. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Green, he can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Harris. From deep. They get it back. Here's Embiid. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Oh, how about the length of Embiid? I mean, it's tough to deal with. Outstanding, using it to gobble up offensive rebounds.
They kick it out to Green. Back to Irving. Outside, Green. And there's the pass to Irving. Back to Green. There's the 3. And the Nets miss again. And so Simmons will bring it up for the 76ers. Back to Scott. Outside, Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on it. The Nets have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Dinwiddie passes to Griffin. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And this game is tied up now.
Oh, that's where Griffin makes a living, down low, getting points in the paint.
Curry dishes to Howard. That's tipped. They recover it. Curry kicks to Milton. Tries again, and that one good. For Brooklyn, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Kicks to Curry. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the first. Fires for three. And it's KD with the rebound. This one for three. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Here's Dinwiddie. He gets it in there.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
From deep three-point range, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. It's all tied. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
Shot is out there with Harris. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Matisse. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw missing.
And this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on the line.
Thibault can't get it to go.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Harris passes to Scott. Harris against Harris. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's just the big boy muscle of Harris, a real energizer who just fights through contact on his shots.
The 76ers shooting their first free throw of the contest. That's good from Harris. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. It's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they could do is try to get him more easy looks.
The drive by Green, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And some changes here for the 76ers. Korkmaz comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And George Hills subbed in for Scott. Now, here is Irving. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Back to Green. The kick out to Irving. And the Nets miss again.
If he'd been even halfway decent today, the score would be a lot different, but he can't get anything to fall.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
It's stolen by Hill. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. It's Harden with the drive. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Oh, just exceptional focus from Harden on the drive, knowing that the D can't stop him no matter what they do.
And see, well, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Kyrie Irving. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Embiid. Korkmaz kicks to Simmons. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Simmons got 6 points in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now.
As lanky as he is, you would think it'd be easy to throw Durant around or off balance, but nope. Even with contact, he'll still finish.
Green finds Curry. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
The 76ers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And both free throws good for Curry.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Pass to KD. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 4th assist in this one.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Howard. Rebound, Brooklyn. 23 seconds left to play here in the half. Durant attacking, and he gets the best. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level. And that'll...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Green. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot.
Terrific at penetrating inside. The mobility Simmons possesses at his size, amazing.
Irving looking for an opening. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. Leans. And he hits the jump shot. Harris has got 5 points so far.
I like when Harris attacks in the paint. He's got the size and length to make that work.
Poked loose. And that one's good. Bible. Now it's a 4-point 76ers lead.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Left side, Jordan. Here's Harden. And he gets the bucket. Harden's got 7 points here in this quarter.
The bearded one cannot be intimidated. No matter how much contact Harden takes, he'll still find a way to finish.
Scott dishes to Simmons. Embiid, the pass to Simmons. That one doesn't go. The Nets go the other way with it.
That's their first shot of the half that hasn't found a mark. It's been a good start for them.
Count that one.
Almost impossible to stop on the driving times. I mean, Irving's penetrating ability, just remarkable. And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
Scott, the pass to Thybulle. Here's Embiid, guarded by Jordan. Fader on the way. Embiid, no good.
That's the only way to hold him in check. When he's got it inside, you got to have a body on him right away.
The shot's good from Irving.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can't, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. Averaged over double digits assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. And the dunk by Jordan.
And that's a big reason why Jordan's field goal percentage is always so high, because most of his finishes come right at the rim.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Dinwiddie wide open. But they get it back. Brown finds Griffin. KD can't get it to go.
Their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Here's Howard. And terrific work on the offensive glass when he picks up 2.
Throughout his career, Howard has dominated the boards. The size, touch, and time that he possesses, just a lethal concoction.
Here's Dinwiddie. Durant trying to break free. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Nets. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
It's stolen by Brown. Tries it from 19. KD can't get it to go. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's Maxey. Makes it off the glass. Maxey's got his second basket.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Dinwiddie. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 4 now for Brooklyn.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Outside Curry. Hilton the pass to Curry. Now the feed to Green. Back to Curry. Here's the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Durant finds Brown. Shoots the 3. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Nets and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Tobias Harris is out there with Howard. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Simmons. And it's Embiid in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And stolen by Jordan. In transition, here come the Nets. And now we've got the intentional foul. And Brooklyn has possession. They lead by 4. Howard with the steal. Embiid inside the line. And the 76ers get it back. And the shot is good. Howard's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the 76ers. Harden scanning the floor. Wow, hammering it in!
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Embiid, the pass to...
Talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Harden dishes to Durant. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. To the paint. Here's Harden.
Wonderful instincts on the defensive end. I like how Simmons stays after his man. He's not letting him get comfortable.
Short. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Scott has it in the corner. Passes to Thybulle. Dishes it to Howard. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
It's Harden with the drive. Here's Durant. Yes! And the foul. That one on Embiid.
And this is why Durant is a top talent. His ability to score even while getting fouled. An impressive athlete.
Hill, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. That's good from Durant.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. I mean, not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
And the foul on Joe Harris. That's foul number 2 for him. Dwight Howard's checked in for Philadelphia. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Brown comes in for Joe Harris. Here's Hill. Here's Simmons. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Great deep. Simmons, the passing skills of a point. At 6'10", he can see the whole court.
Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Hill passes to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, rising to the challenge. This is where young players like Simmons need to make their mark.
Here's Harden. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Ben Simmons.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Maxi's checked in.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Simmons with it. Pass to Maxey. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's an unforced error, that one. Drive a coach crazy. Got to play heads up out there.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. Harris comes in for Brown. Durant dishes to Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. He feeds it to Jordan. Nice move. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
A seasoned vet with lots of playoff experience. Jordan remains calm under pressure.
Embiid against Jordan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Is there a more entertaining player in this league than Joel Embiid? I mean, on the court, he's a 7+ footer who can do it all. Off the court, no one better on social media.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a 1-possession game.
Harden finds Harris. To the inside. Jordan. It falls!
You can't leave someone open around Durant. He keeps his eyes up, makes a play for his team.
59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Simmons. Down low. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Bona fide star in this league. Embiid knows his teammates look to him to deliver in the clutch.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
It's Harden with the drive. The kick out to Irving. Now here's Harden. Shot clock at 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
He is so experienced in these situations. I love seeing Howard welcome the chance to be the hero.
Harden outside. Outside for KD. Got it!
When things get tough, you start to lean on your stars, and Durant always seems to come up with a clutch shot.
Timeout called the 76ers. They trail by 2. 1 second left in the game. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, James Harden.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And so it's Brooklyn who's... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. And let's...
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Great pivots. But center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. They've got Scott. Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Embiid, and it's Harris in at the small forward. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Simmons passes to Milton. Out to the right wing. And the dunk by Embiid.
It's dangerous now letting Embiid get this deep. You're asking to get posterized with the throwdown.
The pass to Capella. Young with no one around. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Simmons against Bogdanovich. Back to Simmons. Out to Harris. And a miss there on the triple. Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Collins up top. Guarded by Harris. Harris on the double team. And there's a foul. Will go on Shake Milton. That is his first foul of the game. Kevin Huerter. He is checked in for Bogdanovich. Young pass to Collins. And Collins gets double-teamed and finished off by Collins.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. And it's Williams in for Young. And it's Gallinari missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Lobbed up there for Howard. Gallinari with the steal. Here's Huerter. Yep, that one goes in there.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Howard dishes to Curry. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, I love how he he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Reddish comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Williams with the ball, and it's Howard picking him up. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Maxey. Outside for Curry. Here's Thibault. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Maxey. Tolliver the pass to Maxey. 76ers moving the ball around. The 76ers with another miss. Pass to Okongwu. That one drops for him.
Good job there, getting himself a little space on the inside.
And so Curry will bring it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 3. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Another shot. Here's Howard. Rebound by the Hawks.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Up in time. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that concludes the first quarter of play. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, they've got Shake Milton. Embiid is out there with Scott. Then it's Simmons. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Scott. Harris outside. Milton in the corner. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Kevin Huerter. He is checked in for Atlanta. The Hawks leading by 5. Pass to Okongwu. Simmons against Williams. Here's Okongwu. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Well, you got to respect the athleticism and the willingness to defend that Simmons has. I mean, he's a skilled shot blocker, too. Phenomenal timing that time, guys, from Simmons. I mean, leaving the ground once the pass was released and then tearing the basket almost out of the glass.
Williams kicks to Gallinari. The putback. And Embiid pulls it down.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Right side, Williams. And Okongwu slams it in. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. The 76ers trail by 3. For 3, Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Reddish. Okongwu, the pass to Williams. Inside. The shot by Okongwu, no good.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Harris misses. The Hawks leading by 3.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
Passes it to Bogdanovich. Now, here's Capella. Back to Bogdanovich. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Dwight Howard. Atlanta shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Maxey passes to Curry. From the arc. Rebound by the Hawks.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And finish off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy hoop.
Now the pass to Howard. Back to Curry. From deep. The shot comes out, so the Hawks will take it the other way. Capella against Curry. Now here's Capella. He's guarded closer. Yep, it counts. Capella's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Maxey, defended by Young. Here's Curry. Howard. And Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got his first points of the game.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
And here's Young. Lobbed up there for Collins. And it is good at the buzzer. And so it's Atlanta in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. And Gallinari, a guy who maybe should have gotten more All-Star votes over the years, Jack. And
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. One of the stories here, John Collins getting it done today.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich is out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the center filling out the middle.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Hunter kicks to Collins. Pass to Young. Lob pass to Capella. Young finds Capella. Can't lay it in off the alley-oop. And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. 8-point game. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Hawk shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Simmons against Bogdanovich. From 13. And that one is off. And Philadelphia the other way now. Pass to Embiid. And stolen by Hunter. It's deflected. Young in the corner. Lets it go from deep. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 10.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Passes to Embiid. Back to Simmons. Embiid against Capella. Tries it from 9. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Get Embiid the ball and he goes to work, especially that close to the basket.
Young passes to Collins. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. There's the dish to Young. From outside the arc. 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by Harris. The 76ers trail by 8. Simmons with it. He's picked up by Collins. Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Embiid's got 12.
Well, I tell you what, I love the unselfishness of Ben Simmons. This guy delights in setting up his teammates, and if they're open, they get the ball.
And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And the shot. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Really, really hard to keep Howard out of the paint. I mean, once he gets the position he wants, he's going to look to throw it down.
Here's Herter, guarded by Kerr. Out to Gallinari from downtown. The Hawks again can't hit.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Gallinari with the steal. Here's Capella, and it's sent back by Howard.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shot attempts.
Gallinari with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. The Hawks have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. He's perfect from the line this time for the Hawks. John Collins comes in for Gallinari. And it's Reddish in for Bogdanovich. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. Here's Herter. 6 points for him. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Tolliver. Tolliver's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Howard has it in the corner. The pass to Milton. There's 21 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Clock at 6. Maxey passes to Tolliver. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Howard can't hit.
I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
And Reddish, the bucket on the assist by Collins. Reddish has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Shake Milton is out there with Hill. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3 spot. And it's Hill penetrating. Stolen by Collins. Here's Snell. And stolen by Howard. Simmons left side. Pass to Milton. For the 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Fast break, the Hawks. Young's running. And Herter gets it to go. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point.
Can't shake Simmons. He is very used to getting hit on these kinds of looks and just plays right through the contact.
And there's a foul. It'll go on Shake Milton. That'll be his second foul of the game. Atlanta making a switch here. Hunter's checked in. Then for the 76ers, Embiid, he's checked in for Hill. Scott comes in for Korkmaz. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Shake Milton. The 76ers trail by 11. Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Capella. No good. And Atlanta will come the other way. Fires the 3. Hunter, no good. 76ers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Embiid's shot is good.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Young looking around. Kicks it out to Collins. The 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Pass to Embiid. Outside for Simmons. Here's Scott. Off target from outside. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Tony Snell. Young outside. Outside Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game. Outside, Simmons. The pass to Embiid. Rebound, Atlanta. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's Collins from outside. Atlanta now working with a new shot clock. Outside, Bogdanovic. And stolen by Howard. Here's Thybulle. A 3-pointer is right on target.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Young outside. Over Thybulle. Capella kicks to Hunter from past the arc. Rebound by Joel Embiid. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Thybulle finds Howard. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The concentration, the strength, the balance. Howard doing a nice job staying focused on the rim despite getting hit.
Young outside. 43 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Kicks it out to Collins. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. Shake Milton comes in for Matisse Thybulle.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up, W in the bag. Hey, it's clear. Simmons is a very gifted player, somebody who is mentally strong in these situations and takes the challenge on head first.
Young with the ball. And so the Hawks take the win. It won. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. fun to watch, D.A. Thanks. So the next starting 5. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Irving in at the 2 spot. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. Bogdanovich, count the basket. Bogdanovich has got the first points up on the board for the Hawks. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
And Young, here we go. Second chance shot. Here's Capella. The kick out to Young. And he's good on the 3 ball.
This is Trae Young's game right there. Rise and fire. And these shots are helping out the offense.
Harden finds Jordan. Back to Harden. Out to KD. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Young outside, and he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 5 points so far.
Almost perfect in the game to start, 3 of 4.
Harden dishes to Irving. Outside for KD. Harden the pass to Durant. Back to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Irving. The 11-footer. Misses off the right iron. Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Bogdanovich, and again it's Atlanta.
Bogdanovich showing he's got speed out on the wing and running hard to fill the lane.
Bogdanovich against Harden. Jordan kicks to Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harris passes to Irving. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Clint Capella.
And Kyrie's so awesome at finding ways to get to the free throw line. Not afraid to get hit on his way up.
Atlanta making a switch here. Herter's checked in.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And Collins gets double teamed. Here's Capella in the corner. It's Hunter. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Hunter in rhythm is a much better shooter, and that shot looked nice.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
Here's Collins. Following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Collins kicks to Young. Here's Capella. And Jordan sends it back.
If there's one end of the floor that DJ takes seriously, it's the defensive end, and he loves to get up and reject those shots.
It's hauled in by Clint Capella. The Hawks leading by 3. Here's Herter. Rejected by Harris. Here's Irving. And he lays it straight in.
I don't know how he does it, but Kyrie does such a great job to get deep position and convert, separating himself from other point guards in the league with that finishing ability.
Now, here is Young. 5 points in the game. Bucket is good. Young's got 7 points.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Harris. The feed to Irving. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Irving's got his second basket of the game.
Well, KD, an awesome job there, just sharing the rock with his teammates.
Herter passes to Collins. Good on the shot.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Irving kicks to Harden. Teardrop shot. Here's Jordan. Harden finds KD. Over Collins. And KD the bucket on the assist from Harden.
Well, that's a smart shot by KD. Sizes up the D and then just cashes in.
Now Young. He's got 7. And a wide open look for Capella. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that concludes a back and forth high. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Brown. Green is out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the power forward. Here's Williams following the bucket by the Nets. And Okongwu slams it in.
When you're given the ball as much as Lou Williams has gotten it through the years, he's experienced enough to make those kind of plays.
Griffin kicks to Dinwiddie. Over to the left wing. Griffin passes to Dinwiddie. Back to Griffin. And no good that time. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Reddish's shot is good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Nets. It's a three-point game. Now here's Green. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Claxton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Here's Williams following the basket by Blake Griffin. Out to Gallinari. There's the pass to Reddish. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Green. Here's Brown. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Brown's got it all tied up now for the Nets. Passes it to Reddish. Feeds it to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true. But also give him credit for being unselfish.
Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But, Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Young dishes to Bogdanovich. Pass to Hunter. Kicks it to Collins. Pass to Young to the middle. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And the scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up just as important.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. And now here comes Collins leading the break. Bogdanovich against Harden. Hunter with it. Dishes to Capella. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5. Beyond the arc. Another three for Atlanta.
I think he's just going to get more and more confident from behind the arc and become a more consistent scorer in this league as time goes by.
Now, here is Harden. No points in the game yet for him. Outside, KD. To the paint, stolen by Collins. Lob pass to Capella. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
Kicks it out to Harden. And the Nets miss again.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And the dunk by Capella.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
Nets trail by 11. Harden up top to start the run. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Nets have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Hawks. Young finds Bogdanovich. Outside Collins. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Young, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The second chance effort on the wing. Harden fires the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. With 1 on the clock, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. At its highest, their lead topped out at... And that'll...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich is out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the center, walking down the middle. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Atlanta leading by 9. Down low. Back to Collins. To the inside. And the dunk by Capella.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Right side, Green. To the middle. Here's Griffin. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Capella.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Trae Young might be the last guy in this offense that you want to lose sight of.
And you just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Over in the corner, Reddish. It's stolen by Harris. Here's Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Williams. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Gallinari does such a great job of recognizing the floor space. And that time, credit him with the assist.
Here's Harden, and it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Williams kicks to Gallinari. Inside, here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Now, here is Irving. He's got 10. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. Harris outside. 6 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Williams against Harden. Williams passes to Snell. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Nobody near Williams. No good on the three. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They trail by 11.
I'll tell you, Durant's ability to handle the ball at his size, impossible to stop on the drive once he gets that step on you.
The pass to Snell. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Well, go figure is right. Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Lou Williams. Now here is Harris. Down low. It's stolen by Capella. There's the triple. The rebound by Harden.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Irving can't get it to go. The Hawks leading by 11. To the middle. It's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Reddish. And Trae Young subbed in for Tony Snell. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Joe Harris. Brown comes in for Irving. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. Now here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Dinwiddie. Young against Dinwiddie. And here's Young. He's got 9. And they pick up 2. Young's got the lead up to 13 now for Atlanta.
Trae Young not backing down from the physical defense on that play.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Hawks ahead, they lead. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Hawks leading by 13. On the court for the Nets, getting the 4th quarter going. We've got Harden. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You 2 players.
And the Nets with possession here. Nets trail by 13. Harden kicks to Harris. KD passes to Harden. Out to Harris. Back to Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Shot clock at 6. 3-pointer. Harris misses.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Young dishes to Collins. Here's Huerter. Over Harris. Misses off the left iron.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Atlanta leading by 13. Passes it to Huerter. He kicks to Collins. Lets it go with a 3. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. The shot's good from Irving.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Capella finds Young. Over Irving. Young, no good.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
The shot by KD. No good. Collins with it. Picked up by Harris. Young with no one around. They get the rebound.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down.
Oh, that was something else.
There's some explosiveness inside Kevin Durant. He shows it off there.
Now, here is Young. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got 5 rebounds tonight. Irving for 3. The second effort out to Harris. Drops in the tray.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
Young looking it over. Outside Collins. Back to Young. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
KD passes to Harden. A 3 ball. It's good. And the Hawks lead us cut down to 5 on the bucket from Durant.
Happy to put the team on his back, especially in the biggest of moments. Durant nails a huge shot.
Pass to Herter. Back to Young. Capella trying to free himself up. Young's shot is good. Young's got 4 this quarter.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Harden dishes to Jordan. And it's good. 2 points.
DeAndre Jordan has seen these moments before. Not usually the guy called upon, but, man, delivering in a big spot.
Young passes to Capella. Young outside. Back to Herter. Takes a 3. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. And the Hawks lead by 8.
He's shooting that with tons and tons of confidence. Herter with another catch-and-shoot basket.
Left side, Jordan. Harden the pass to Durant. Harris outside. To the inside. Jordan kicks to Harris. Over Collins. Back to Harris. Harden outside. Over Hunter. KD's shot is off. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. At the elbow, Collins. Here's the 3. Capella, the pass to Collins.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Harris against Young. So the Hawks take the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Harris. Embiid is out there with Mike Scott. And there's Seth Curry. And it's Milton in at the 1 spot. And looking at the Nets, Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Milton. Now here's Curry. Here's Embiid. Jordan with some nice D.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
KD's shot is off.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his...
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Good, and Harris gets the assist.
Well, this is what makes Kevin Durant maybe the greatest all-around scorer in the game today. Equal proficiency from every spot on the floor.
Milton the pass to Harris. To the paint. Embiid kicks to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Milton. Over Harden. To the inside. Embiid finds Curry. Back to Embiid. Now here's Milton. Guarded by Harden. The offensive rebound. And the dunk by Embiid.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Harris outside. Harden against Harris. Jordan dishes to Harden. Lays it up off the glass. Harden's got his second bucket.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Now Milton. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
It's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, so Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Out to Harris. Lets it go with a three. They grab their own miss. And the dunk by Embiid.
And if you want to talk about a player who embodies the power game, then Embiid's your man. You know you're going to get some strong finishes anytime he's on the court.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. Maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Dinwiddie passes to Griffin. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Howard. Here's Simmons. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, how about the concentration by the 6'10" Simmons? Ridiculously good at completing these chances despite the D's best efforts.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for Brooklyn. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The layup off target.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Brown feeling out a bit. Basket good.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look right at the cup. Nicely done.
Up top, Simmons. He's covered by Brown. And they double up Simmons. Tolliver the pass to Green. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Griffin inside. Here's Brown. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still. And it seems like players are constantly changing teams.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster.
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the 2nd round a few years ago.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the 2nd quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the 76ers. They've got Hill. Ben Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Howard. And it's Maxey in at the shooting guard position.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
2nd quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And it's Simmons penetrating. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Howard.
I'll tell you, running the pick and roll to perfection right there is Dwight Howard. Nice, strong roll to the cup.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
And Doris, make no mistake about it. Spencer Dinwiddie is looking to score, an instant offense type of player.
And Spencer Dinwiddie knows what his role is, and he plays it perfectly. He can go a little hot and cold for stretches, but he doesn't let it affect him. Dinwiddie's always going to provide that offensive punch that's so critical for you.
Here's Milton. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Out to Harris. The Nets working the ball around now. It's Harden with the drive. Chalk up 2 there. Harden's got 6 points.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Milton with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Scott. Now the dish to Curry. And they'll turn over. Did not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 2nd quarter. On the wing, Irving. And it's off from 3-point range. The 76ers trail by 5. Curry dishes to Embiid. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Now in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well,
wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a couple.
Oh, the power on that prudent.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Back to Milton. Pass to Embiid. A 3-ball. No good on the shot. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Nobody near Irving. Durant kicks to Irving. Out to Harris. The 3. And it's Durant missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Durant with the steal. Irving passes to Harden. Over Milton. The kick out to Irving. From deep. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Harris. Second chance shot. Embiid, no good.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
The 76ers trail by 5. Curry finds Embiid. Back to Curry. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I love it whenever Seth Curry decides to go inside. This guy has the potential to be a dangerous scorer from that area.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Again, Irving missing.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Irving dishes to Harris. Irving against Curry. The shot's good from Irving. Irving's got his second basket.
Boy, terrific read. Kyrie Irving understands what the defense is giving him and takes advantage.
Here's Milton. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. One-on-one here. And finished off by Katie.
Boy, Kevin Durant, an absolute nightmare in transition. Combined size, speed, great scoring ability. Look out.
And that'll do it for the first half. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50%. And that does it for our half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
We've got Brown. Griffin is out there with Green, and it's Claxton in at the power forward position. So that's the Nets 5. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
the confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from Hill.
Well, George Hill has exceptionally quick hands. He does such a good job coming up with steals.
Outside, Green. Griffin kicks to Green. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Back to Green. 6 on the shot clock. And the pass to Griffin. The Nets working the ball around now. The drive by Green. Great D that time from Howard. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, that's one way to go from defense to offense. KD capable of doing it all by himself.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And here is Hill. Outside, Simmons. Down low. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Tolliver. Korkmaz comes in for Green, and Maxey subbed in for Simmons.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Here's Korkmaz. Pass to Maxey. And it's in there. Maxey's got his first 2 points.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3. Terrific play calling. Everything clicking out of the gates here.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Harris against Harden. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Simmons passes to Curry. The three. Shoots from the baseline. Here's Embiid, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Embiid's got 10.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Harris wide open. He shoots a three-pointer off the mark. The 76ers trail by 3. Harris dishes to Curry. From the wing. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 1:31 left here in the third quarter. Harden against Harris. Back to Durant. Harden the pass to Jordan. To the middle. And stolen by Harris. For the lead. And Embiid lays it in. Embiid's got the lead up to 1 now for Philadelphia.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. Green, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for Irving. And the 76ers also making a change. Milton's checked in. Scott the pass to Embiid. Griffin with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist. Harden's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Milton the pass to Scott. Now here's Embiid. Defended by Griffin. And the dunk by Embiid.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Harden left side. Here's Griffin. The layup missed.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 3 on the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Anthony Tolliver out there with Green. Then there's Howard. Then there's Hill. And it's Simmons in at the shooting guard. Outside, Green. Back to Simmons. There's the triple. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Nets leading by 3. Here's Brown. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Philadelphia shooting the ball at 42%. Hill passes to Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he sees it.
Hill against Brown. They kick it out to Green. Dinwiddie drives in. Griffin's shot is good.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Here's Simmons. Pass to Tolliver. Simmons looking it over. Inside. Knocked loose. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Green, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Well, he's got length and size. Danny Green is very comfortable operating near the cup.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Harris comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. So for the Nets, Durant's checked in for Green. And James Harden subbed in for Dinwiddie. The 76ers trail by 5. Harris passes to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Throw it down, young fella. Simmons is explosive and without a doubt one of my favorite dunkers.
Harden outside. Irving kicks to Harden. And it's Harden slamming it down.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. To the left wing. Back to Simmons. Up top, Embiid. He doesn't hit that one. The Nets go the other way with it. In the corner, Harden. Jordan finds Harden. The offensive rebound out to Harris from downtown. That one doesn't drop. The 76ers trail by 5. Harris passes to Curry. Here's Embiid outside for Curry. Simmons left side. Down low on the wing, Harris. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Scott. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Brooklyn leading by 5. Durant way outside. And Curry pulls it down. 76ers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Back to Irving. Takes the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And the Nets lead by 8.
You know, what you love about Kyrie is that he's always prepared to shoot when he is roaming in space.
Here's Simmons. Brooklyn with the rebound. 56 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Harris with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. They get the rebound. The kick out to Irving. Back to Harris. Fires for 3. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's foul number 2 for him. Maxey's checked in for the 76ers. Out to the right wing. Embiid against Jordan. Trying to get something going. Basket counts.
And there is no back down in Joel Embiid. He is ready to rise to the occasion in the big moment.
A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. KD can't get it to go.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Probably. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of a look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there at Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at the 5 spot. And for Philadelphia, the young stars Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. George Hill out there with Seth Curry, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Now here's Embiid. Pass to Simmons, and it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to return possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Here's Embiid, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Hunter. Launches it. Here's Capella. The kick out to Young. Jacks up a 3. No good that time. And the 76ers go the other way with it. And now, Philadelphia on the break. Harris with the ball. Here's Simmons outside for Curry. Tipped away. Young with the steal. Here's Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
That's what Trae Young does best defensively. He has quick hands for the steal, and he ignites the break.
Curry looking around. And there's the pass to Harris. The Trae. Atlanta with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Embiid.
They can't shake Simmons. He is very used to getting hit. Even with contact, he can finish strong.
Passes it to Bogdanovich. Here's Capella. Embiid comes with a double team. A three from Bogdanovich. And Embiid pulls it down. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Philadelphia. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, and when Simmons is driving inside, he's going to sky up for the flush, getting to the basket in no time.
Now, here's Hunter. Outside Collins. He kicks to Young. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Pulls it from the elbow. The Hawks again can't hit.
Can't fault the play call, even though he couldn't convert. That's a
goal. Oh, that was something else.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Back to Bogdanovich. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
The 76ers lead.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
Yeah, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has the chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
Here's Milton after the basket by DeAndre Hunter. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Kept alive by Atlanta. Collins with it. Now Green defending. Shoots the three. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Collins. From past the arc. Rebounded by Howard. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Thibault, the pass to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
And not a whole lot that he can do. Once Howard is in position for the dunk, he might as well start jogging back the other way.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Scott's checked in. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for John Collins. And it's Reddish in for Bogdanovich. Now, here's Thibault. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Alinari attacking. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
The slashing ability of Gallinari. They like to put the ball in his hands and let him go to work.
Poked away. Pass to Milton. Howard kicks to Milton. The 76ers shooting their first free throws of this.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. 9 seconds left in the first quarter. And here is Williams. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock.
And that does it for the first quarter. 76ers on top, up by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Shake Milton. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Green. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz at the shooting guard position. The Hawks trailing. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Williams. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Because of his size, everyone tries to get physical with Lou, but he pays it no mind.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Now, here's Thybulle. D right on him. Now, here's Milton. Over Williams. Here's Korkmaz. Okongwu grabs the board. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Now, here is Young. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Three-pointer. Again, Young missing. And so Curry will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that could lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
The Hawks leading by 3 to the right side. Here's Hunter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Philadelphia, they've gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Simmons passes to Curry. Hill has the open look. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Hunter, the pass to Collins. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Now it's a 5-point Hawks lead.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
Pass to Hill. High post, Embiid. The shot's good.
Nice dime to the open man. George Hill, more of a combo guard, making things happen right there.
Curry against Young. Beyond the arc. And the three ball is good. Young's got the lead up to 6 now for Atlanta.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
The pass to Harris. Kicks it to Embiid. The shot that time, not on target. Good work defensively by Capella. Here's Hunter. And the three off target. Philadelphia's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And Simmons slams it in.
Just phenomenal timing from Simmons, leaving the ground once the pass was released and tearing that bucket apart.
Now here's Bogdanovich. Good. Bogdanovich has got 5 points so far.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Embiid inside. Capella covering. Embiid kicks to Hill. The 76ers need to get off a shot. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Young looking it over. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Joel Embiid pulls it down. And a close game so far through the first.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. And this Hawks team still learning on the fly. Hawks learning on the fly. That's all for now.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich is out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. On defense, Atlanta. Milton with it. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Here's Snell following the basket by Trae Young. From deep. Snell, no good. The 76ers trail by 8. Here's Thibault. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
It's his first trip to the line. Second free throw, no good. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Snell from outside. It's not going to go for him. And Philadelphia the other way now. Williams passes to Reddish. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Here's Williams. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. Passes to Snell. Fires the 3. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And out of New Mexico, Tony Snell has made himself into a capable long-range marksman.
Yes, he's a guy who plays within himself, GA, stays in his lane, and knocks down perimeter shots. Love seeing Tony battle for the bucket. That has to make his coaches happy.
Pass to Green. Back to Thibault. Clock at 6. Pass to Milton. Over Gallinari. A shot by Milton, no good. Atlanta leading by 6. And so they foul intentionally. Both teams will make substitutions. On defense, the 76ers. Gallinari surveying the D for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Gallinari on the wing. Back to Herter. Lob pass to Capella. Embiid with the steal. The drive by Simmons. Count that bucket. Simmons got 10 points.
And Simmons is so deft with the floater, freezing the D completely.
Snell, the pass to Gallinari. 1:27 left in the third quarter. Back to Snell. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Curry. And Gallinari throws it down. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Following up on the miss, one thing about Gallinari, cannot question his work ethic.
Simmons passes to Curry. And another turnover here by Philadelphia. For the Hawks, John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. Bogdanovich comes in for Reddish. Young is subbed in for Tony Snell. Now, here is Young. 7 points in the game. There's the pass to Herter. Fires from deep. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Clint Capella.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year. Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Korkmaz comes in for George Hill. And Maxey subbed in for Seth Curry. And a switch here also for Atlanta. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Atlanta calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Because he's so good at shooting it and driving it, defenses overplay Lou, leaving other guys free.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Passes it to Curry. Back to Simmons. Here's Embiid. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks bringing the quarter to a close. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. Curry is out there with George Hill. And it's Harris in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now here's Simmons. Fires it up. Rebounded by Capella.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And Philadelphia making a change here. Scott's checked in. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Hawks. Young outside. From outside the arc. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. A floater. Hill, no good. The Hawks leading by 7. Here's Young, and it's good for 2.
A much different player here in the second half. He's taking advantage of what the defense allows.
Hill looking around. Pass to Harris. Launches a 3. The 76ers with another miss.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
And that one is good. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Here's Curry after the made shot from John Collins. Embiid against Collins. And another turnover here by Philadelphia. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Hill. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
The 76ers trail by 15. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And it's Harris off the drive, feeds it to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
Young with no one around. It's Young on the wing. And Bogdanovich kicks to Hunter. This one for three. They get it again. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. To the paint. Young, no good. The 76ers running out of time. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist from Tobias Harris. Harris has got 3 assists in the game. Now Young. Offside Collins, and the foul on Mike Scott. That is his first foul of the game. Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Collins wide open, he fires. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. He had Simmons atop the key, and Simmons slams it in.
He's an absolute gym rat. Simmons is relentless in his pursuit to dominate really all phases of the game and improving with his scoring.
Now, here is Young. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. And Philadelphia making a change here. Korkmaz is checked in. The 76ers trail by 9. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Embiid. And here's Milton. Shot clock at 6. Here's Korkmaz. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Action gone. 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out to the wing. Lob pass to Capella. No good that time.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
And the amazing moves of Simmons. He's just so much fun to watch with the ball in his hand. Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
And that's tough to do from the mid-range because help can come from anywhere, but he beats everyone to the punch.
Embiid kicks to Simmons. And there's the feed to Scott. Yep, that one goes.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
And so the Hawks take the win. This was a hard, David. Thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll